guys, and welcome to this week's edition of the Coffee and Hero Show, your weekly roundup of everything that's coming in new to the store. This is what's going to be going out for sale this new comic book day, this coming Wednesday. And just a selection of graphic novels here. These are some new things in this week. Some of them are new releases, as always. Some of them are just restocks of popular titles, just letting you know that they're back in stock. Of course, you can check out elsewhere on the podcast network, the YouTube network, I should say. And you'll find my pull list video on there. It'll give you an idea of the single issues in this week, that sort of thing. But this is more focusing just on the trade sort of side of things. So quite a lot to show you today. So first up, we have Batman The Shadow. This was a 6-issue mini-series. It was co-written by Scott Snyder and Steve Orlando. And you had Riley Rossmo on art, so the current Harley Quinn artist. And it's called The Murder Geniuses. So it's basically where they team up. Really, really strong book. It's often forgotten about quite a bit, I think, in terms of Snyder's best work. But there's a lot of really cool, old school, just detective-based storytelling on offer here. So yeah, I'm quite a fan of that. Just getting back in stock. I've, of course, chatted about them loads before. Chew's selling really, really well at the moment. People seem to be really enjoying it, really digging it. Just the first 2 volumes back in stock this week. So that's the John Layman, Rob Gilroy series. It's up there, top 10 of all time for me. Just fantastic stuff. Focused a wee bit on old Hornhead himself this week. So got a couple of volumes of Daredevil in this week. Obviously, we focused quite a bit on the Chip Zdarsky stuff. I'm a big fan of Mark Waid stuff. But it went back a little earlier than that. So first of all, we've got the first volume of the Ed Brubaker and Michael Lark saga. I know, for example, Keith talks about the Brubaker run very, very highly. This, of course, is the team that does Lazarus now. I recently picked up some of the thinner trades in this. This is a bit more comprehensive. I believe this actually contains 12 issues. I got the 6-issue trades recently. I need to read through them, but that's some really good stuff. And as well as that, of course, you've got the seminal Daredevil run from Frank Miller, Klaus Janson. I have a big omnibus of this, which contains 3 volumes. But this is the first volume. If you want to get in the ground level of the Frank Miller stuff, this is where you go. This is some of the best Daredevil storytelling there's ever been. Totally reinvigorated the character. Next up, we have from Boom Studios, is Abbott 1973. This was a really good sort of mystical detective series, which I really, really enjoyed. Saladin Ahmed on writing and Sammy Cavella on art. Just a really cool, effortless vibe to it, and some good mystical elements to it as well, which were somewhat unexpected. One few computer game lovers out here. We have a little bit of an origin for Agent 47, of course, from the Hitman games. This was was it 5 or was it 6? This was a 6-issue mini-series written by Christopher Sabella, art by Jonathan Lau, called Birth of the Hitman. So if you're a bit of a gamer or know a gamer in your life, they'll probably dig that. Next up, we have one of the single greatest graphic novels of all time, Batman The Long Halloween. Top 3 Batman stories of all time for me: Tim Sale, Jeff Loeb. The saga of the Holiday Killer incorporates nearly every Batman villain you can ever think of into this story. It's basically based around this villain, the Holiday Killer, who only commits his murders on special occasions, if you will. So one at Christmas, one at New Year's, one on Valentine's, sort of those. So you sort of knew when they were going to strike, but you didn't know who the targets were going to be. Brilliant, brilliant storytelling, and genuinely one of the best Batman stories of all time. This is actually an omnibus that came in a few weeks ago, but I held it back. This is Spider-Man by Todd McFarlane. So this is covering a lot of like your, this was a mini-series, Spider-Man 1-14 and number 16. Also has an X-Force issue. The reason I held it back is because I'd ordered the direct market covers, which was the black costume for Spidey. And I got sent these ones, which was a Wolverine cover variant. Apparently there had been some sort of a mistake at Marvel. They had sent out the wrong ones. So they were always going to ship us replacement covers rather than replacement books. So what I've done is I've attached the replacement cover, which is all wrapped and cardboard bound. I've attached that to the book, so you'll actually get both covers. So you'll if you prefer the Wolverine cover, by all means, that's there. Or you can open up this attached one, which is the original black costume cover for that. Got one now for an all ages reader. So this is Amethyst. This is Princess of Gemworld. So this is basically part of a range of books DC do. It's DC graphic novels for kids. So they're aiming at a younger audience here, hence why they're the smaller books. They're all self-contained graphic novels. They never got released as single issues. And these prove really popular in store, actually, and it's a really great way to get younger readers into comics. Another wee restock here of Radiant Black. This just sells really, really well in store. We obviously push it quite a bit. This, of course, is the Kyle Higgins Marcelo Costa series. it's essentially Power Rangers, but just done better, if you ask me. And issue 4 will live long in my memory as one of the best single issues of this year. The storytelling choice they pull off on that is exceptional. Showed this off last week, which was Scarented by Nick Roche and Chris O'Halloran. This is just a great book. We sold out of it, so I just had to get restocks of that in. A big one this week is definitely Time Before Time. So this is a 6-issue miniseries written by Declan Shalvey and Rory McConville, with art by Joe Palmer. I've pushed this quite a bit, certainly when it comes to the single issues. Just a great title. Declan, I remember, pitched it as Looper meets Saga. And this is the first 6 issues all together. So, I beg your pardon, the first 5 issues. Issue 6 is due next week. It's actually going to be a one-shot that won't be included in the graphic novels. But yeah, again, really good storytelling, really cool hook, and a really nice premium sort of feeling collection there from Image Comics. Next up we have Old Man Hawkeye. So again, Hawkeye stuff's proven popular at the moment. Of course, we get the Matt Fraction runs in. Of course, there's a few other bits and pieces. But I went for the Old Man Hawkeye, which of course is part of the Old Man Logan universe. And I believe this was a 12-issue miniseries. Yes, indeed. And this is actually drawn by Marco Cicchetto, who's been working so well with Chip Zdarsky on the Daredevil stuff. So that's the complete collection of that. Another couple of restocks for one that I keep saying that I'm going to read, which is Monstrous from Marjorie Liu and Sana Takeda. Again, heard nothing but great things about this, but it's a series that I'm trying to keep on the shelves again at all times. All 6 volumes released so far, and therefore 1, 2 had sold out, so back in stock. Next up is a new one this week, which is a Far Sector. This was the last of the DC Young Animal line, art by Jamal Campbell, and it's written by N.K. Jemisin. I've heard nothing but great things about this. This was quite a bold reimagining of the Green Lantern mythos, and introduced us to a brand new Green Lantern. I believe it was 12 issues in total, yes indeed. And then this volume comes with a little introduction from Jared Way as well, who of course spearheaded the DC Young Animal line. Another one for you gamers out there, we have Dragon Age Dark Fortress. So again, tying into the Dragon Age video games. It was a 4-issue miniseries in total, and a really nice hardcover graphic for that. Deadly Class. You may have heard me talk about this before, but there's actually a new volume in this week. So this is volume 10. So this is going to cover issues 45 to 48. This is the second last story arc. The next story arc is going to be the last one. Again, still not over. But yeah, if you're reading Deadly Class in trade, volume 10, that's a brand new release this week. And then just to finish off, back in stock again, I would have thought at this point everyone in the world had read Dark Knight Returns, but this just keeps selling out. We get it back in, it sells out. I mean, it is the greatest comic of all time, so I understand why. But yeah, back in stock again, back onto the Batman section of the graphic novel shelves. Dark Knight Returns, Frank Miller, Klaus Janson, Lynn Varley, I don't need to say anymore. So yeah, so that's just a selection of new stuff coming in this week, going on to the shelves. So they'll all be available for sale from this coming Wednesday. And I hope there's some stuff there that, tickles your fancy, if you will. So yeah, if anything there does appeal to you, as ever, just drop us a message and we can always hold things or, advise you on it, that sort of thing. So again, hope this proved useful. Make sure to check out the pull list video elsewhere. If you haven't already, do subscribe to the channel, spread the word a little bit. Those wee subscribes really do all add up. And it's nice to know that, people are enjoying this stuff. So make sure to do that as well. So anyway, again, hope you guys are staying safe out there, and take it easy.